You, yes, I'm talking to you. The truth is, you a loser. You are so dry that even joke know to stay away from you. Your family, yeah, they see you as a massive disappointment. And so you turn to anime for comfort, dreaming building your own little harem one day. Just like that, you come up with a genius plan, hop into a time machine and head straight to Feudal Japan. As you probably realize, this is the kind of era where you just walking down the road is enough for someone to decide you shouldn't exist. Put simply, this is when Japan is basically settled into peace with the central government is gone. Dozens of warlords rise up, counting each other down, competing to see who can collect the most enemy head. All of this chaos traced back to the guy holding the title of shogun, the one who actually controlled the politics and military of Japan at the time. But wait, I know what you are thinking. Isn't the Emperor of Japan the one in charge? Well, yes, but actually, no. At that point, the Emperor of Japan was basically just a figurehead. The real power was in the hand of the shogun. It's like the Emperor is the main character in NTR film, but he can only stand there watching Japan get taken by the shogun. So, back to the main question. Why was everyone so upset with taking each other head? So the shogun is getting old, bored and tired of the grind. Then he decides he wants to retire. But the shogun doesn't have a proper hair, but luckily he got a brother who can take over the role. Hooray! Problem solved. Surely this peaceful and populous era will continue, right? And the shogun might just give birth to a perfectly healthy baby boy. So, the inheritance rule and the shogun brother weren't about to accept any reversal of decision that had already been made, so the child get put aside. In response, the shogun wife swears revenge for her son being stripped of his inheritance. Just like that, Japan gets split in two, with rival factions lining up against each other. Team Brother and Team Angry Mom. Damn it, I just want to enjoy some fanboy stuff. I never said that. This political shit show eventually escalated into a full-blown civil war known as the Owning War. The chaos and total breakdown of order lead to hundreds of large and small conflicts, setting the stage for the Sengoku period. Anyway, after a long, miserable journey, you finally arrive in Kyoto, the capital of Japan at the time. A place where culture is absolutely on fire. Literally. Look like the army of daimyo are going all in on their little head hunting competition. Alright, maybe we should head out to the outskirts, find something to eat first, then figure out your whole harem plan later. But yeah, you quickly realize danger is literally everywhere around you. In this area, banditry and roadside unallies are just everyday occurrences. Speaking of which, you are already about to run into your first bandit.
Cut the act. I'm just like you, another time traveler. I've managed to survive here for a while, and I intend to keep it that way. Get ready to die, you bastard!
Holy shit, bro! I can't believe you just took away a man's ability to reproduce like that. Alright, quickly strip that bandit clothes and put them on, then blend in with the logo before anyone noticed. Because the real show is about to begin. First, let's take a look at the social hierarchy of Japan at that time. At the very top seat, the Imperial of Japan was just a figurehead. And then comes the Shogun, the man who actually controls everything. Law, economy, and military. Reporting directly to the Shogun are the daimyo, region law, with their own army and ambition to conquer more land. Under the daimyo are the samurai, proud warrior, and the most widely recognized class in the world. Ronin are basically a samurai without a master. Ashigaru are basically peasant-handed weapon and told to kill whoever stands in front of them. Knight are the peasant. No need to explain much, because everyone knows who they are. Artisan, people who make craft, clothing, and everyday tools. Merchant were considered the lowest class, since profiting off others by buying cheap and selling expensive. And finally, the untouchable, including slave, criminal, beggar, and sometimes even the guy writing the script. Now come the question, where do you actually belong? If you're not Chinese, Korean, or Japanese, then you are some odd guy speaking a language nobody here understands. Sorry, you've been classified as slave, fake, even worse than death itself. Even if you somehow become a peasant, you will still have to endure. Well, you already know how that's go. Like harvesting rice, fishing, and working from dawn until late at night. Then you return to a fire prawn house after a day of exhausting labor. Even though you are the one feeding the entire society, your harvest ultimately belongs to the shogun. So if you are lucky, you don't starve, let alone actually eat well. As a result, malnutrition and famine were extremely common during that period. Wake up! And that without mentioning the constant disrespect and how easily you can lose your life for showing the disrespect toward the ruling class. How dare you walk past a samurai without bowing? A cold blade pierces straight through your body. You try to greet them, but accidentally brushed against their sword. Damn, maybe you should head to a temple and look for some peace. You thought temple would be safe, cause it's just monk, right? You accidentally splat water onto a shohei. Right, I'm almost forgot about the shohei, the warriors monk. Basically, they were monks, but instead enlightening you with scripture, they do it by sending you straight to the next world. While you were sitting there, contemplating the feasibility of your harem plan, a daimyo had already noticed you. He seemed quite impressed by your pale, soft-looking skin. He promised this is your chance to change your lives and you will be taken to a place full of distinguished guests. But don't get excited yet, because you are about to experiment real pain in the ass. Congratulations or not, you became a wakashu. Basically, you become a feudal Japanese version of fanboy. Your job is to dance and entertain guests, and sometimes handle a side service. You'll be expected to serve all kinds of patrons, regardless of class or gender, as long as they can pay. In practice, because you are favored wakashu, you have the privilege to refuse requests, and no one can easily force you. Except for the shogun and the daimyo, because they can have your head taken in an instant. Back to the main point, if you succeed in this role, the rewards are wealth and status. But the common outcome for people in this line of work had very high risk of contracting syphilis. If you die, you simply discard into piece, treat like expired goods. And even if you avoid that particular illness, there was still plenty of other like chickenpox, smallpox, and measles. Any of those three would still be enough to put you 6 feet under. Because you earn a considerable amount of money, you finally able to buy your own freedom. Fortunately, you caught the eye of the samurai because they need every man capable of holding a sword. Congratulations, you finally been recruited as a samurai serving the Oda clan, one of the clan led by a legend, Oda Nobunaga. Alright, let's see what your new job actually look like. Now that you're soldier, you will be living under strict discipline. You have to wake up before the sun even rises. After that, you have to train your combat skill with Hanzo. Don't worry about this guy, he's pretty chill, except when he's taking someone out. Archery, and you spar one-on-one throughout the morning, sharpening both your body and your mindset. Right after finishing your evening meal, you immediately start reinforcing the camp to prepare for possible night raid. Look like your first assignment will be gathering intelligence on the enemy. I mean, we're literally in the middle of the world. No way we are letting enemy rack up more head than us. You begin to infiltrating the enemy camp in the dead of night to ensure maximum secrecy. You quickly snatch the scroll and bow back to camp as fast as the wind. With the intent in hand, Hanzo congratulates you on your achievement of caught in Japanese, and you unroll the scroll and begin reading it. Oh no, it can't be. Damn it, you grabbed the enemy general mail by mistake. Wait, look like there's still more writing on it. Look like you'll be taking your first head at dawn tomorrow. It's time for war. You immediately issue that full set of gear, ready to throw yourself into a battlefield. Many people mistakenly believe that combat in this period primarily rely on katana. But in reality, samurai often prefer the yari, a type of spear that could be fitted with different blades designed depending on situation. If you want to thrust, you can only use Omi Yari. And if you want to slide, you use Katakana Yari. If you want to range spot, you can use Yumi, a type of longbow that's extremely dangerous with an effective range reach up to about 122 meters. Archers in this period were indispensable, forming the backbone of continuous arrow range tactics. And of course, the risk of hitting your own allies was also pretty high. There's one more weapon, the Tanegashima, Japan matchlock firearm. It was introduced by Portuguese trader in 1543. Even though it was newly introduced, the daimyo quickly adopted it across the army because it was that powerful at that time. But forget about it, you're nowhere near the level to be issued one of those. You know how it is? The manufacturing process is labor intensive, so only the wealthiest clan could afford to fill them. As for armor, there are a wide variety of design. If you come from a wealthy clan, your armor would be decorated with a gold and intricate design on the helmet. Now you're fully equipped, let's go kick some enemy ass. You come face to face with your first enemy, a samurai. What you gonna do? Your art is mine.
どうか私を叩かないでください。 やめてください。
I'm gay.
Shit! Ugh, it was just a dream.